Financial Literacy Month, Intuit is stepping up with its second annual Hour of Finance Challenge, a national initiative bringing real-world money lessons into middle and high school classrooms through interactive activities and games. Joining us today to discuss this initiative is Dave Zazada, Intuit's VP of Education and Corporate Responsibility, and educator Miles Williams. Thank you so very much for joining us today, guys. So Dave, let's start with you. What has Intuit learned about the importance of kids becoming financially literate?
Well, what we've learned is, first of all, from an adult perspective, adults in the United States generally have a poor level of financial literacy. That's actually a problem because those who are financially literate typically have higher savings and higher credit scores, and they're just much better at managing debt. And that's why we feel it's really important that students in high school cross that graduation stage with the critical financial skills they'll need, really just as they're about to begin making financial decisions that could impact them long term.
Yeah, I can tell you from my own experience, I was not taught a lot about money when I was in high school and stuff. And so when I graduated, I was rather lost. It took quite some time for me to catch myself up with others. And that can be kind of devastating for young people, right? So Miles, you work with students every day. So how can financial education make a difference for students? What gaps do you see in the classroom?
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, we haven't had a lot of training on financial literacy and financial education. Often it's taboo to talk about. And so we want to make sure that we're giving kids an early, solid foundation of personal finance education. Because as Dave said, if we don't do so, that there can be some long-term impacts if when they cross the graduation stage. And so financial education doesn't often feel relevant to kids these days. The curriculum's often outdated. And it really is important that we have engaging and meaningful ways for them to be able to learn about financial education.
Okay, Dave, let me ask you, so what is Intuit doing to help address the issue?
Well, for over 40 years, Intuit's been helping our customers become financially capable. And now we're actually leveraging that experience to do the same for the next generations. In fact, we're actually on a mission to help 50 million students become financially literate by 2030. Now, the way we're doing that is, first, we're offering our free Intuit for Education financial curriculum to all schools. And second, we're advocating for all teachers, regardless of the grade and subject that they teach, to spend at least an hour teaching personal finance during Financial Literacy Month. And to make that easy, we launched this free nationwide Intuit Hour of Finance Challenge. And the Hour of Finance Challenge provides teachers with a quick lesson on budgeting that they can use with their students. And then their students will play an online Intuit game called Prosperity Quest, which features real-world scenarios in which they earn a score. And then schools use those scores to compete against other schools all across the country for a chance to win Chromebooks, as well as be recognized as a state or a national champion.
Yeah, that is fantastic. I'm sure as a parent myself, right, that's got to be really, really gratifying to know that your kid is going to be able to make, financially wise decisions as they start to, go out there on their own. So Dave, for the parents, teachers, or students watching, where can we go to learn some more information?
Well, I'm excited to say that we have hundreds of thousands of students already registered to play from schools all across the country. And if there's an educator or parent out there who also wants to see their school participate, all they need to do is go to intuit.com.
Perfect. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time this morning. We really do appreciate it. And guys, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, head over to First Coast News Plus.